I know they out here talking like I ain't the man, like I ain't gon' doing every single thing they said I can, like I ain't been holding off the tape and giving them a chance, like I ain't afraid to switch the floor up like a change of plans of these rappers, readjust your whole summer. You ain't seen the projections, boy you gon' be outnumbered, can't afford not to win, losing ain't in the budget, and it's far from an option, that's why we never discuss it. We don't got that writing, that's just something we know. Ain't no lights to the altitude, everything is a go. I ain't noticed your progress, what you don't understand is everybody sounding like a little boy to the man. You should know I'm always on my grind, keep it 9 to 5, I be on my job all the time. Everything is mine, understand me, if I said it then I mean it, I ain't lying. Understand me, you ain't get it, you should read between the lines. Understand me, no suggestions, clearly I've been doing fine. Understand me, couldn't see me if I opened up the blinds. Understand me, don't request a feature, I ain't got the time. Understand me, yeah I said it, don't come to me for help when your career is looking desperate, yeah I said it, should probably give me brain, cause she knows just where I'm headed, life is funny, ain't it funny, right? Told you don't disturb me when I'm trying to get this money.
Welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
What's up, YouTube?
Fat Jack's in the flesh. Hope everybody's out there having a good morning.
Shit, yeah, man. I'm just glad it's a little warmer out there
It's
today,
beautiful
man.
outside, bro.
I didn't have to wear a jacket coming in. I was happy as hell.
19 degrees, man. I stepped outside with a hoodie. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to go take something off, man. I'm going to be dead by the time at the end of the day hits. So
Hey,
like,
you remember 2 months ago when you were cold, when it was like 70 out?
I'm talking about, bro, slacks and everything. I'm like,
It's
man,
50 degrees. Everybody walking around in T-shirts and shorts now.
Everybody feeling good today, man. We hope everybody out there enjoying that beautiful weather. It looked like we'll have a little bit of rain, but I hope not,
it's
bro.
gonna rain.
Messed up my whole little entertainment, bro.
I'll take warm rain over bright fucking cold any day.
Yeah, I'll take that any day, bro. Getting in the car in the morning, not so bad. You ain't got to make that pause to warm up the car. You can just kind of just start the car and just go.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, welcome. That intro video was by Chris Bazzano. Great dude,
Chris,
awesome videographer. You can find him at Instagram, BXZZANO. You can also find a live chat if you're there on YouTube, and you just go down to the bottom right-hand corner and click, and you can talk and ask questions. And, last week we had a troll.
We had a troll. Like under the
I didn't
bridge
pay attention.
troll.
No, like in our live chat, just trying to piss us off. You know what I mean?
What's that about?
Yeah, just ignore them. We'll let you guys handle them. You're doing shit right when the haters show up. That's a #1 indicator right there. People start hating on you
already. Like, we just started this, man.
Hey, that means it's good, right?
Who pissed you off, troll?
Hey,
like,
check out this jersey, man. I
hey,
got a different one for every day of the week, man.
I got this cool.
They still ain't seen them all, man.
They ain't seen them all, man. You got like 32 jerseys. I'd have thought you played in the minor leagues or something, bro. Like,
I even wore the hat just to keep it authentic, but
keeping shop colors for him, man.
All that apparel is brought to you by Murky's Apparel.
Murky
my
himself.
Boy. We're going to have him on one of these days. He's busy and doing the college thing.
He is on his way to being like the next Nike brand. Like, Murky's Apparel is where it's at, bro. So everybody make sure you go check out Murky's. If you're on Instagram, Murky's_apparel. You can grab you some T-shirts, stickers, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything.
And guess what? We're still not on SoundCloud. And I apologize. We are
SoundCloud
slacking.
does not like us, bro. Like, I'm going to send them an email.
That's all right. I mean, we seem to be getting good feedback. So thank y'all for joining in this Thursday morning. We are here to tell your boss, fuck you.
Fuck them.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Make you smile a little bit better, just before Friday. Get your game face on, and maybe even think about drawing a picture or starting a business or whatever the hell we can help you with. There's an art to it, and we're gonna fucking teach you. So yeah, guess what's new for me?
What's new, bro?
I'm officially a corporation.
Hey, congratulations,
Fat Jack's LLC, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Whew, you're doing it right when they send you a bunch of shit like, welcome to the club.
Welcome, bro.
By the way, you need insurance for this, insurance for that. You need to file your taxes every 4 times a year. I'm like, holy Jesus.
We got the gold membership.
Yeah. Well, change. Nobody said change wasn't scary.
Change is very scary, but it's also a good thing.
Yep.
Happy New Year again, everybody. We hope everybody New Year's starting off right. Man. Let's hear. I missed you guys too, man. I missed everybody, man. I got people that still missing me, and I'm gonna continue to miss y'all until I get a chance to see you guys out there.
Did you catch last week's show?
Well, I did catch a little bit of last week's show. It was really deep. very deep. You know, it was like one of them. You had to kind of.
Yeah, I had to go there with him. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Don't apologize,
I
bro.
be seeing you know, links to. Well, you know, you get what you subscribe to on most of the social media, and I saw that first soldier pass, man, and I was like, damn, hit home for me.
Yeah, I know how I feel,
So,
bro.
I hope we all have a better appreciation for our military this week. We love you. If you're in the armed forces right now, serving or have served, man, we love you. We have the utmost respect for you. You can find all of our links to all of our Instagram, Facebook, webpage,
Everything is
YouTube. I'm trying to think of everything we on right now.
We on a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure the Yelp's down there and Google review, whatever, man. It's all down there. Just go down, click, scroll. We've been getting a lot of guff from YouTube. We're not here to make money, so we don't really truly care.
Right.
But they are some of the videos that we've been playing. They've been trying to keep it so we can't share our morning show, and we want to share.
It's the FCC.
We want you to be able to share.
No, bro, the FCC is watching us. Like, who's watching us that much?
I think it's all analytics. I think that the minute you play something that somebody else has already put on YouTube, it flags you immediately, and you have to dispute it because we're a teaching program here, and I'm pretty sure under the Free Will Documents Act or whatever the fuck it's called, we're allowed to fucking teach y'all some shit, and it's only educational purposes. We're not here to make money off of it.
I'm not here to piss anybody off.
So today we are gonna, try it a little different. We hope y'all still enjoy it. Everything that we're gonna play or show or talk about is all also down there in the description to the link. So if you want to watch the video, you just go down there and click it. Okay. You want to read the article, you just go down there and click it, and you can just enjoy our beautiful face. Did you hear about James Franko, man?
Man, what happened with James Franko?
So he won an award at the Golden Globes.
I heard a lot of great things about the Golden Globes this year.
And when he went up there, people decided to take the smallest thing he was wearing and destroy him with it, or at least attempt to. He was wearing a pin. He was wearing a pin in support of it's a group in Hollywood of women that are saying enough is enough. It's time to stop sexually abusing women and stop,
back,
just basically saying, hey, no more. And he caught some heat, man. He's still catching some heat. I saw him on the late night.
Late night show?
The late show.
The late show.
Yeah. So we're just going to play this interview for you just to catch you up to speed in case you didn't know. And, yeah, we'll let y'all tell us what you think about it. That is YouTube. All right.
Now, we've got to go here in a minute, but before we do, I do want to ask you something, and I know I mentioned backstage that I wanted to talk to you about this, and if you're okay talking about it, I wanted to ask you about some criticism that you got on Gold Globes night, because you were wearing a Time's Up pin in support of the Time's Up movement, which has been created by many powerful women in Hollywood to say that time is up for the abuse, misuse of women, both sexually and otherwise, not only in Hollywood but around the country. They've established a fund, a legal defense fund for women and men who are being abused in this way. You got criticized for wearing that. Do you know why? And what do you have a response? Do you have anything you want to say about that criticism?
Well, first I want to say I wore it because I do support it. I was, look, I was so excited to win, but being in that room that night was incredible. I mean, it was powerful, and there were incredible voices, and I support it. I support change. I support 50-50 in 2020, which just means, people that are underrepresented, women and
as you should,
people of color, people in the LGBT community get, positions, leadership positions that they fill all positions that they've been deprived of. I completely believe in that.
They should have made him Spider-Man.
I know, right? I was sitting here like, was he not the Green Goblin?
Yeah.
He rode the cool little skateboard through the wind, and yeah, bro.
Yeah, they made him the villain.
There were some things on Twitter
today.
Yeah, I haven't read them. I've heard about them. Okay, first of all, I have no idea what I did to Ali Sheedy. I directed her in a play off Broadway. I had nothing but a great time with her. Total respect for her. I have no idea.
Okay, he's just going to carry on for a couple of minutes and kind of address some of the people But that is the story, man. And yeah, he's catching some heat for it.
I don't think he's really. Well,
I love James Franco, man.
I like him too, man. I was just sitting there like, hey, that's the Green Goblin, Green Hornet, whatever they called him in the Spider-Man movie.
Spring Break.
Spring Break. Oh, wow.
That's James Franco, too.
Yeah, Bray is in the movie. Yeah, like cornrows and the grill. That was a good movie, man.
What's up, Chase?
Break. Chase. Top of the morning to you, brother.
That was my favorite movie, dude. I didn't like it when I first saw it. I don't know if I just needed to be high or something. I
like it, bro.
But, you know, I don't get high, so I had to watch it twice. And,
I like it, bro. It was definitely something to relax
like Spring Break. I'm telling you, that was like one of them old school movies that you just don't see anymore where they specifically made it for you to be on drugs when you watch.
I need to watch that movie again.
So if you don't do drugs, you know, you might want to watch it twice. You know, you'll catch more the second time than you do the first time. You'll probably be pretty confused.
Oh, man.
What they modeled him off of that, what the hell is his name?
Oh.
It's a white dude, a white rapper, and the dude that's like...
You talking about, damn...
Yeah,
Post Malone?
Yeah, they modeled his whole image for that movie from Post Malone. So
I see.
Feel happy, Post Malone. James Franco is better Post Malone. Better looking, better looking. We still love you as an artist. Yeah.
Oh,
so anyways, yeah, man. If you guys are catching the broadcast late today and you just clicked on it and you're watching it and you had a question but we're not live, go to apexarttalk@gmail.com and ask away. Other than that, Chase is here with us on the live chat. What's up, Chase?
Chase, is somebody else watching too? We have two watchers. They're just watching from a distance.
Yep. It's all right. Maybe they can't find the live stream because Warren had that problem too.
Yeah, he did. Good morning, Warren, if you're there. Probably Warren.
Yep. Lots of people have been subscribing, and that's good, man. We need you to share and get your friends to subscribe because we wake up early. We don't have to. We just want to for y'all. So because we love y'all and we need y'all to grow.
You said your local bug assassin and shit. I think that's what they should call that job, man. If you don't like the name of your job, get them to change it to something badass, bro. Like, what do you do for a living, bro? I'm a bug assassinator. What do you mean? Like, that would be so badass than telling people you're an exterminator. Like, I'm a bug assassinator. What do you mean?
I'm the Terminator.
The man. Like,
get to the chopper. So we have a special co-host this morning. Jimi Hendrix has come back from the dead and joined us, and there's a special reason why we've set him up there.
Jimmy has evolved.
We miss you, Jimmy.
We do miss you, Jimmy. Jimmy is one of the greatest guitarists.
So describe, man. What are we looking at right here?
Well, this right here is special to me because it was actually my first piece that I've ever spray painted ever when I first started working at ATF. I didn't know a thing about spray painting. I was used to the acrylics, and bro was like, step outside your box a little bit and let me show you something different. And you did, bro. You know how long it took me to cut that stencil out? I didn't think like me. I draw portraits, but cutting the stencil out with an X-Acto knife, very complicated, bro, but it takes a lot of patience and dedication.
Yeah, and it ain't even gonna look right until you spray, until you start spraying. This specific style actually comes from Banksy, and where he basically paints a background, runs up and you know, puts a stencil on. It's very quick. It's easy. Making the stencil is really hard. Yes. But being able to be stealth and just run up and
tag it.
And then pull the stencil off and then put some little accents and stuff is not easy at all. And so this is predominantly my style as well, you know. After watching Exit Through the Gift Shop, I was like, you know what? That is the fucking shit. I'm like I was a badass little kid, dude. I spray painted everything, but when I saw the ease, because you know it's a covert thing. You want to get in and out, and you don't want to get caught. You don't want to be named or nothing, and so you got your little tag name and stuff. And this is a legitimate way to make a statement. There's not a person out there that isn't gonna say, "Hey, that's Jimi Hendrix." You know what I mean? And so when you want a statement to be made and you don't want to be caught, you just.
Bro,
fucking haul ass, you know what I'm saying?
We do, bro. We do. I'm actually giving me an idea right now. What if we like spray painted, like, what if we had our own little logo that we just kind of like a scavenger hunt throughout the city? We spray painted like 10 locations, and if you brought us them 10 locations, you got 4 free. You get 4 free hours in the chair with me, bro. If
you know what you get? You get 4 free days in the fucking jail.
And after you get out of jail, you can still come get your 4 hours in the chair with me,
no,
man.
we going to jail because they can prove that we done it. You having them come back to us, man. The police gonna go find all 10 locations,
the logo, bro. It's all about the logo.
Put your hands behind your back.
That's cool.
You coming with me?
My lawyers.
And then they probably gonna be gull enough to freaking ask you for the reward.
I just gotta find the perfect logo, man. Nothing that points back to me, but yeah, I'm gonna send somebody on the scavenger hunt. If you could bring me them 10 locations where I tag these places, man, I would give you 4 hours in the chair with yours truly, D-man.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's a lot of time, bro.
It's a lot of time, but at the same time, you can.
It's like $400
you
right
think
there.
you could 10 locations?
It could be $600.
10 locations. I gotta make it like not just Apex. I gotta send them on the outskirts. Like, nah, you didn't get the one in Utah, bro. Like.
And if you snitch him out, we're gonna put you on damn blast.
Don't snitch.
D-man go to jail over a scavenger hunt. We gonna scavenge your ass.
I'm just trying to have some fun with my followers out there, man. Let me know how you guys feel. Like I said, I'm happy to be here this morning, man. We have a third watcher. Hey, good morning, third watcher. How are you out there? They probably won't say anything. They're probably just trying to find.
Share us.
Share us.
Tell us on your Facebook, man. Tell your friends about us. We're here to help you through your day.
Jackson, Dexter. We should be like
a
video game.
Not to get away from the spray painting.
Talk to me,
they
bro.
think they found out who Banksy is.
Oh, bro.
A tourist accidentally caught a picture of a man spray painting, and then like 8 hours later, it was the first picture on Banksy's website.
Bro, that's deep. Like Banksy Revealed. Like, you know how long people.
And it's a legit. Like, this is not no bullshit. They caught him in the act of spray painting. Banksy has since, I went up immediately. This was actually news that just quickly popped up last week. And I went up real quick to Banksy's website, and it was off. It wasn't there.
Took the picture down?
Yeah, so that actually kind of confirms the story, you know what I mean? But he was out in Jerusalem protesting. He's actually built a hotel.
Banksy?
Banksy has built a hotel or is renovating a hotel. It will be completely done up with his art and how he feels like every room should be. And it's, what is it, the best, something about the best view. Well, anyways, so he's out in Jerusalem tagging shit, and this, I mean, it looks like what he would do because it's all about a statement for him, and it could just be a quick word with a little subtitle underneath. Yeah. And it was like, let me show you the picture here real quick. And we'll go through it a little. All right, so it says, peace on earth, and just underneath in little letters it says terms and conditions apply. And he's kind of throwing the hard blow to I guess you'd say Judaism, because that's predominantly what's going to be in Israel. But the fact that there's a huge feud over land and who is there and all that stuff. Very political. We're not, and very religious, and we're not going to get into that.
That's not even in my ballpark right there. I wish.
But yeah. So if I scroll down on this, which this article is in the caption underneath, you just click on the link. This is from the Sun, and as you scroll down, looks what was on Banksy's website, and then you go a little bit farther. And you see this guy who is pretty much wearing the same outfit, the same style hat. They actually have another picture of him wearing the same fucking clothes.
Wow.
And they have him identified as James Ami, a British reporter. Who was it? The DJ. He was like a dubstep techno style beat DJ. Goldie name dropped somebody, and he was like, did you just say Banksy's first name? And so they started, an investigator actually did a 6-month investigation in which every place that this band, Massive Attack, every place that this band was, Banksy had mysteriously been there within weeks of them. and spray painted something on the walls of whatever. And so now, between, you know, the tourists catching this opposite guy, which this is not the guy, this is not the band member.
Okay.
So it contradicts what the reporter or what the investigator had found, and now they're starting to think that Banksy is not one person.
They're trying to make him seem like a cult or a group of people.
A group of people.
Oh man, that's some V for Vendetta shit.
If it was me, those are all my friends.
Yeah.
They're out there spray painting, and because somebody probably did come close to catching him, but now we're gonna make it seem like 100 people are Banksy, so that you'll never be able to. He would be an international criminal.
Yeah.
He's gone to Africa. Like
he's wanted.
He's been here to New York. You know what I mean? And even though
labeled.
he's world renowned and his pieces go for millions, like if you can actually get a piece of what he's done, even a freckle. Hey, this is an original Banksy, but this is the left corner of the piece of paper that we managed to rip off. Bam, $10,000. But what most people don't know, if you haven't seen Exit Through the Gift Shop, go ahead and watch that. He made the quid or the pound, I think it was, and the pound has the Queen on it.
Okay.
And what he did was he put Princess Diana on it and signed it Banksy. And it was so good, nobody noticed, and they started spending them. And so he got charged with counterfeit, and so he made $1 million of them.
That's some serious counterfeiting right there, bro. Like,
yeah, every once in a while you can catch one of them bills. If I could ever find one of them bills, they go for about $3,000-$4,000.
Is that what's in the picture? That's
yeah,
in the picture.
that's the
I was about
stacks.
to say this picture. I've seen it before. I don't want
Yeah,
to have it right
Barnes
here
and
in the
Noble
shop.
has a book on Banksy. If you go up there, man, it's got a ton of awesome shit. Like he's gone and painted a herd of sheep with Banksy on the side. Like, if you watch Exit Through the Gift Shop, I think he's a trickster too, you know, and he would duplicate an old school painting, but like, you know, old British general with a spray can in his hand and spray paint, and he would just go into a museum and stick it on the wall and then time it how long it took him to notice that his shit was in there in the mix. So
Banksy giving me some
he's a trickster for sure.
It's like the Houdini of art himself.
Yeah, so that's it. Links at the bottom if you want to check it out. But I hope they don't. I hope that ain't him.
I hope it isn't either, man, because he's seriously been on the watch list for some time. Like, I wonder how it feels to have somebody on the watch list when you don't have a face to put with it. But now they'll take the first face. Like, man, they could have pointed any one of us out as Banksy.
Yeah, maybe we should paint some Banksy pieces.
I know, bro. I'm down.
Save the man.
You gotta save him, bro. Like, 'cause if Banksy go to jail, it's gonna be a museum of art in there.
No,
bro.
there's gonna be a fucking riot. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like free Pookie, you know.
I'm gonna get a free Banksy shit. Oh man.
Man, what's going on in sports, man? Were you disappointed that the Panthers are all out?
I wasn't disappointed at the Panthers. I mean, like they got a lot of work to do, but they still in the fight. You know, it's 28 NFL teams out there now. They all got some talent in them somewhere, but my Giants aren't in. I'm a Giants fan, so if the Giants ain't being talked about, then sports aren't even on my mind. I'm hurt. I'm upset.
Oh man,
New York, get it together.
Yeah, DJ was pouting pretty bad. I had to mess with him pretty hard on Monday. If you guys are just joining in, you can join us in a live chat if you'd like. It's over on the right on the bottom. Share, like, subscribe, you know, get notifications. We're here to make your day a little bit better and make sure that you know that, you know, you got people out here to support you with knowledge, with artistic ability and
anything.
And people don't realize there's an art to doing a lot of things that you don't know. There's an art to running a business. It's all art. It's all creativity. It all comes from your brain. And if you use that brain power, that's what makes people individually successful, because they have found a knack that works for them and it works for their customers, and then they end up being successful. And then you have a corporation called Fat Jacks LLC, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming, man. I wish I could make a video of a replay of at least just the last 8 years of my life. It's been a long road, man, and hopefully it keeps growing. So
proud of you, man.
We'll keep going.
I'm proud of you.
Make sure you check out Chris Bizzano. Is our intro video. BXZZANO on Instagram, He's an awesome photographer. He's an even better videographer. He's gone solo, and he needs you to help him expand his portfolio.
Yeah, definitely drop back in next time you're in the area, Chris, man. We got a few questions for you, you know.
Yep, definitely would have him on.
Yeah, I would love to interview Chris,
we could just do videos the whole time and talk to him. That's how many videos he has.
I want him to see that cool camera that spirals, like the whole, the
one
that they shoot
the gimbal?
Yeah, it's like the 8 spider legs and everything, bro. So,
yeah. And unfortunately, we are not on SoundCloud, but if you would like to subscribe and you have a SoundCloud account, go ahead and subscribe to that, because we are working on it, but we're busy. We got drawings to draw, business to run. I got a whole new entity I got to freaking figure out how to use. But if you go on SoundCloud, it's ATF Art and Entertainment Talk. Got that right without.
So SoundCloud didn't approve ours, but it's a local rapper out there with his SoundCloud booming right now. Ain't getting no views, and we can't get approved on SoundCloud.
We're approved. We
just can't get it to work.
I'm picky. I ran a record label for a long time. I want a good audio recording program that we can
video editing software too. Like, I know it's a lot of free video editing software out there. So if you know a link to one, please send that my way.
Yeah,
$400 for some software just to edit a couple of videos. I'm not into.
Let's see. Yep.
That's still funny. The bug assassinate. Share this. Tag us. Share it to your friends.
Did you have a good day off yesterday?
Yeah, I did. It was relaxing. I actually stopped by Massage Envy. Big shout out to Massage Envy in Chapel Hill. I had a great friend. I got a great girl who manages out there, and she definitely hooked me up with a massage. And it was like, I was hooked up with like this 30-year massage vet, and I'm looking at him like, all right, I hope you know what you're doing with the man. Real good dude, real nice guy, man. I felt reborn, bro. Like, my first massage, I mean, from ever since coming back from deployment, it's like, that was my first real massage. And it was better than going to the man in the mall. Little man in the mall is like $10 for 10 minutes, and he's always licking his fingers because he's coming back from lunch break. And I'm like, I got a real massage yesterday, bro.
Be like, man, why does my oil smell like French fry grease?
He all being rough with your neck, and like, yesterday leaving Massage Envy, bro, I felt reborn, and it was well worth it.
Good. I actually get massage from Massage Envy in Holly Springs. So yeah. Go see my girl Crystal. She's the manager out there. She'll tell you all about the fucking little 10 million muscles you got in your back that's attached to different parts of your fucking body.
I didn't even know.
I was like, man, how I got a muscle in my back attached to my pinky? You know what I'm saying?
And then they rub it, and all of a sudden your back just feel better. And it's like, what?
Yeah, you start getting older, man. You start realizing, man.
You gotta take care of your body, man. Stay in shape. I got a guy. He works at Planet Fitness or Lifetime Fitness. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. He actually gave me 2 free full-month membership passes to kind of just go out there and get my buff on for free.
Yeah.
I actually do 60 days and just leave, bro, instead of just paying $84.
I heard too much bad shit about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, Lifetime Fitness. I done heard bad stuff about all of them, so it ain't a good thing out there. You gonna hear about a gym. I don't care where it's from, but ain't no gym out there got a good review, because people are gonna be people. They're gonna go to the gym and fart on the seat and not wipe it off. They're gonna sweat in your gym.
You gonna get pink eye.
You gonna get pink eye, bro.
Staph infection.
It's just like relationships. You gotta find that person worth putting up with. You gotta find that gym worth putting up with.
Yep, I'm still trying to do that. You know?
Man, we gotta set a goal, but I would really love to get back in this. Eat. I have like a meal plan.
I'm about to get on.
I don't think I want to go through with it, bro. It's everything up there except food. I'm like, what is this?
It's like all the shit you don't eat. Thanks.
You gotta eat
Thanks,
wheat.
meal planner.
Nobody wants to wake up and eat wheat for breakfast. I'm not thinking about oatmeal when I wake up, man. I want some scrambled eggs and sausages and biscuits and gravy, bro. Like,
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Nah, that's another challenge right there to start the new year off with. They say 30 days to make a habit, to break a habit or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably takes a hell of a lot longer than that. It took me quite a few years to stop patting my pocket for a pack of smokes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, there's the rain. The rain is here.
Damn, I hope I didn't leave my windows down, but hey, I guess it's good condition for the leather seats.
Yeah, man. If you got a New Year's resolution, I want you to share it with us. You know what I'm saying? Tell us what you need help, and we'll we'll do our best to encourage you. You know those things only last about 30 days.
I know, man. So you really got to, like, put your foot down and stick to your goal. A lot of people make these temporary goals when the new year start because it sounds good, but slowly into the year you find them going back into their old ways. It's hard. Stick with it. Stick with your goal, and I promise you, you'll feel a lot better about yourself in there.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to a gentleman that I go to. He's a doctor,
Okay.
and I was asking him, "Hey, is it a possibility you might want to come up on the show?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." My man, Dr. Timothy Beck, is like a Jedi master.
Oh, man.
You talk about wanting to stick to a plan. This guy will teach you not only do you not have control over probably about 75% of the things you do, including like anxiety. He can take an alcoholic and make him a non-alcoholic. He can make you go from being seasick to not seasick. And personally, the thing I hate him for the most, he made me hate pizza.
Oh,
I used to eat pizza like four times a week,
See?
maybe 7. Between 4 and 7 times a week, and I've probably had 9 slices since he did that for me. And it's so weird, man, how like you'll perceive something, and you know, he kind of got me at the first thing he said to me. He said, "Do you know in an hour you visually, and then hear, and then touch, smell, whatever, 230,000 things, and consciously." You recognize about 30,000 of those things, and then from that you decide what's important, what you want to remember, and what you get rid of. The other 200,000 things, your unconscious mind stores for you. So if you got anxiety or man, he can make you hate food. I'm telling you, dude, it's weird. And there's definitely an art. The only thing I can really kind of compare him to is Tony Robbins. The guru guy. Well, he says he's not your guru. If you go up on Netflix, you can check it out. It's I am not your guru. So it starts off slow, but if you watch it, man, it is freaking amazing. And then to meet a guy that was personally trained by the same guy he was, this dude has changed my life, man. I'm telling you, he'll make you do all the things you need to do. If you got things holding you down, holding you back. And this is gonna be a mind-blowing episode when he comes in.
Take advantage of this episode.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, take advantage, because a one-on-one session with Mr. Tim himself.
Yeah.
Very, very pricey.
Yeah. Nothing good is cheap. I'll tell you that right now.
True. Just like art. Stop arguing prices with me, guys, when you email me. I'm not here to argue with you. I don't know your financial situation when you come looking at me for a tattoo. I don't know.
How much for a whole sleeve, D?
Like, and I'm like, I only got 150 to spend. And I'm like, well, whoa, bro, you asking me to sit in the chair for 9-10 hours plus to only make $150? Yeah, guys.
You know who's doing that, right?
Who?
There's tattoo artists that are responsible for that, right?
They started this shit?
Yep.
Fuck you guys that started this shit.
Yep. Because their work's only worth $150.
Oh, man. The guy with the alien on his arm.
Hey, man,
bro.
you want to tap out? Yeah, that shit look like a dick and balls.
Bro has an alien on his arm, man. Like, and it's just imagine the outline of an alien.
With clown feet.
With clown feet and this big old head on your forearm.
A skinny body.
And a skinny body. Now, it don't take a rocket science to figure out what that looks like without even drawing a picture.
Yeah, you just drew the picture in their brain, dude.
And now it's stuck on his arm for the rest of his life.
Have a big old smile on their face. Thank you, D.
Make a collage out of bad
All
tattoos.
I'm be thinking about is, I wonder if I'm going to see that guy today, because it is a small world.
It is, man. You liable to walk in here. It's cool, man.
You know how I met him? I know you probably met him different, but he walked in here and asked me if touch-ups were free.
Did he even have a tattoo?
He had the dick and balls. He had the dick and balls.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it from me.
Yeah.
But he walked in here and was legit like, "Hey, man, you do free touch-ups on the website."
It's for work we've done.
For work we've done.
I was like, you guys saw that tattoo come through the door, and I was still apprenticing at the time when I could have done better than that.
Yeah, we trying not to have a sign for everything. It's going to have to be like 9 signs as you walk in.
Bro.
You need your ID. You know what I'm saying? We charge
18.
this by the hour.
Man.
We only touch up our own work.
It's a sign for everything.
No kids.
Bro. Like,
don't bring beer in here.
Beer, drunks. we get a little bit of everything. What about the guy that left all the cool gems one day?
Chase says we should talk about why you don't go to somebody that tattoos out of their garage or home.
Oh man, so many bad things can happen being tattooed out of your home. I mean, we all started from somewhere, so if that's your starting point, then hey, do what you gotta do. But if you sitting there tattooing out your bathroom, sticking and poking out your garage, using your parents' bed as like a footrest of the couch, stop. It's way too many infections out there easily.
They say a 5-year-old bed has like 18 pounds of skin particles trapped in it.
So just think about how many bodies is trapped in your bed right now. Like how many dead
Let's just keep it with skin particles, because I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot more trapped in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna go.
It's more than skin. We
ain't gonna go there. You know, I used to do it. You know, I did it because it was illegal. I came from Oklahoma, and growing up many years, it was the dumbest fucking law you can ever imagine. It was considered devil worshipping. There was no other reason other than religious that they had banned tattoos in Oklahoma. But I assure you, I had met up with Mike Evans, who was a world-class artist, and he showed me, hey, you know, if you're going to keep doing this, you need to have autoclave, you need to have all this stuff. And so I had a dedicated room that, you know, walked in, it looked, you know, just like a tattoo shop.
Exactly.
You know,
gotta keep it professional. If it look, I mean, I know some guys that tattoo out of their home, and it looks professional. You wouldn't even think that you were being tattooed out of somebody's home. You know what I mean? Some guys got private studios. You can actually get a permit to run a private studio. You know, it's a little difficult, I guess, because you got to have all the requirements that meet the same as the shop.
Yeah, you're gonna have the same requirements and inspections that we do. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, but when you go and you get a freaking $10 tattoo from a guy in the house, you know. I can guarantee you that his ass is not going to give you what you want. And you're even a free tattoo. Free tattoos definitely ain't free, because if it's free and he's just giving it away like it ain't worth nothing to him, he's going to put something on you that ain't worth nothing to him. You know what I mean?
He doing micro tattoos with 9 round shaders, man.
I know, Jesus.
Yeah, bro, the lines is all blown out and just horrible.
It'll look like you got fucking chicken pox, only the
so
scarlet fever ones.
So many wrongs to go into somebody's home. Like, to be able to pull us away from real money at the shop to go to your house and just kind of do something we could have did at the shop where we do like every day for a living. Like,
yeah,
it's
and like a lot of our college kids friends are coming back and just, you know, smiling. Oh, I got this stick and poke when I was in college. It was so cool. Everybody was doing it. It was free.
How drunk do you have? What are you drinking out there to get a stick and poke? Like, what do you have to like? How many shots do you have to take for somebody to be like, all right, bro, let's bring out the equipment. Everybody's in the right zone, right state of mind. Let's fuck everybody up with this needle.
It'd probably take me about 6 shots.
Probably 6.
I'll be like, yeah, go for it.
Let's get it, bro. Let me get that portrait of fucking man.
But yeah, there's a whole lot of reasons. But other than, we'll just keep it in the art aspect today, because that's what this is about. You know, you're not gonna get a work of art. You're gonna get, I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, you're gonna literally look like a public.
It's gonna be embarrassing, like how women, middle-aged white women feel with a tramp stamp. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with it. Who was the first one to start the tramp stamp? Where did this tramp stamp originate from? Like,
I think you know who gave them the idea was when they started coming out with the low-cut 2-piece bikinis.
Yeah,
and they were like, "Yeah, guys are looking at my ass. Let me," you know, white girls didn't have ass back in the '80s. You know what I'm saying? And even in the early '90s, they didn't have no ass, so they had to put something back there to get you in the direction of looking at that washboard ass.
Let's stick this tattoo here. You know, insert here. Like, I've seen the worst tramp stamps, man. Like the basic tribal with the little rose. Tramp stamps come in many shapes, sizes.
And if we have any viewers that have a tramp stamp and you're ashamed of it, guess what? You can actually go up from there and have a back piece.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a California bumper sticker anymore. It could be the full-fledged deal. You know. And we fix all kinds of stuff like that. Just go down to our Instagram link there in the caption and click on some of them pictures of fix-ups. Man, I did an awesome fix-up the other day.
You did?
Yeah, with the dragon.
How was that?
It covered up the ex-wife's name.
Yeah.
His lady was in there just like, yeah. Oh, one letter's gone. Oh,
She was sitting there waiting on
second
it.
letter's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And in their mind, like, people can't understand how a cover up works. And you see this big old fat ass name on there, and you don't like it, and you're like, you better cover this up, sonny.
And you
It's
covered
like,
it up. Bro.
some about Apex Tattoo Factories, we ain't even gonna take it if we can't get the result that we want. And we can, you know, sometimes people think that we are not paying attention to them. I can instantly look at a tattoo and almost tell you the age of it, what type of ink was used. You know what I'm saying? I can tell whether I can cover it up or not immediately. So what comes with 24 years of stick and poke. I mean, tattooing.
So is it stick and poke? Wait, what?
We're gonna stop calling it.
What is the name? Is it called
Apex Stick and Poke?
Apex Stick and Poke, man. After hours Stick and Poke. Come get your stick and poke.
Yep.
I'm gonna do mine blind.
Hey, maybe more people will show up.
If
Be
we
like, you
started
know what
doing
I'm
stick and
saying?
poke,
My girl got a stick and poke. I'm gonna come to Apex Stick and Poke.
nah, your
Give me
girl
a
got-
professional stick and poke.
Your girl got stuck and fucked up. That's what it was, man. Just from seeing what I've seen, bro. Like, sit there and make all them dots and be stuck and try to turn it into an image. It's a lot. It takes a lot.
I've
of
only
talent.
ever seen one good one.
And it was probably bad. It just looked good to me. Like, I've seen probably 2 good ones.
No, it was legit. You couldn't tell it was stick and poke, and it was somebody's name. But I was like, you
Oh,
must
wow.
have sat there for 8 hours.
For them,
It was this big.
Oh yeah, that'd be, bro. That'd be the worst.
You know what I'm saying? Our machines are running at an incredible rate. If you could think about doing it one poke at a time, holy shit, dude! It's gonna take you 1 minute to do what our machines do in about 1 second.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's not.
That's
Is it
interesting.
worth it? Like,
I want to. It'd be cool to just know how many
we
times
gotta
that
have
shit
a stick
stick
and poke
you,
challenge, man.
stick your
Like,
ass.
I'm a stick
What
and poke
RPMs is
myself.
that machine running?
Depends on the wealth. I guess the flick of your wrist. You know, like, you just gotta. if it looks like
PPM,
this, yeah,
pokes per
PPM,
minute.
Pokes per minute. You know, like, I don't know. I gotta do my homework on that one, bro. I'm gonna order me a stick and poke kit.
Yeah. So don't get the bicycle version of a tattoo. Get the fucking Ferrari version. You know, you need the PPM.
Let's just come set up an appointment with your local ATF artist, and we'll take care of you guys.
So, like, right before I left, I think it was right when I left to Florida, we lost a YouTube guy.
We lost a YouTube guy. We did.
Yeah,
He's a young kid.
Yeah, he's a Mexican kid. I think he was in Mexico, and you know, he's a YouTube sensation. He worked for YouTube for a year, and you know, I read up on the story, and he actually wasn't even on YouTube. He was on a friend's Facebook Live.
Yep.
And he was drunk as shit. He was in, it looked like a train station, and he was just hollered out to the new cartel boss to suck his dick.
Oh, that's bold.
And they found him in an alley with 15 shots, murdered, execution style.
Yikes.
So if you haven't heard about that, I also have that. I have that up there, and I'm just going to flash you a picture. I'm not going to play these guys' videos for fear of being flagged. So, yeah, so that's him right there. Yeah, I guess he's just started doing funny videos about making fun of himself being fat, and he would get drunk and get up on YouTube, and he looks really young, but you know, in almost all of his videos, he's drinking. You know, you only have to be 18, I think, to drink in Mexico.
Oh shit!
So.
I need to go.
But yeah, rest in peace, man. Like, you'll be missed. Yeah, you know, from what I've heard, you made a lot of people smile.
Yeah, he was a real good dude, but you know, just one shot too many.
El Chapo
Literally
was replaced by somebody worse than El Chapo, is usually the case. You're never going to get rid of him.
Yeah, El Chapo will always be alive in all of us, man. If he don't break out that prison again, like that's they got him locked up north, right?
Oh, the United States has got him.
Oh,
So
damn. He said the United States.
Yeah, the United States has got him.
He didn't even say New York had him. He said the whole country got him. Like, we can't just send him to one. We got watch.
If you'd have watched or just looked at some of the pictures of his arrest, man, they had an army around him at all times between the Mexican police and
I think they had to pull some
American
people from Area 51 and put them on lunch break to kind of help assist with that, bro. You needed everybody on your side. I would have shot out for the fucking Avengers if I needed them to, bro.
What kind of friend does that?
What happened?
It was his
Oh,
friend.
it's on his Facebook Live?
Yeah, it was his
Yeah,
friend's
what kind of
Facebook
shit is that? Like, how you gonna rat your mans out? Yo, and then, like, you ain't even telling on them, like, your teacher be like, I'm gonna call your parents for you fucking up in class. You snitch your man out to the cartel, bro.
You got your boy killed.
That's your man.
That's got to be a hard pill to swallow right there, bro.
Yeah, see, that's some deep stuff right there.
You killed a celebrity.
Yeah.
And he was probably spending money on you, throwing women at you. You was going to the bar everywhere with him.
Probably got pissed off one night.
No, if you watch the video, he was instantly like, and cut the video off. But damn, that's got to be a fucking hard pill to swallow, man. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough to be down there, and that's why a lot of them want to be here, and I don't blame them, man. Their government is pretty fucked up. I went to Cancun back when I was...
How was Cancun?
I actually turned 21 in Cancun. It was fun, but, like, the police is working with the criminals.
Oh, yeah. That's
and, like, you walk around one corner, and the guy's like, hey, you want a little, you know, like that, and, you know, he's like, I got it. Well, if you actually fall for it and pick some up from him, it probably is real, but you're gonna make it around one block and there's gonna be a cop there. And if you don't have about $1,000 on you to pay him off, your ass is going to Mexican jail. And I know every single person has heard about Mexican jail. It's the one place in the world you don't want to go to because you probably ain't getting out.
Oh man, is it that bad? It's like Prison Break, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you remember that soldier, it was a year, maybe 2 years ago, that took the wrong turn. He was living out of his car, and he had all of his guns in the car, like a shotgun and a pistol, and he was trying to turn around because he realized he was heading toward the border, and he went down the wrong exit and ended up, you know, going to the thing. Well, he instantly told him, hey, I made the wrong turn. I'm just trying to turn around. I have guns in the car. And they grabbed him up. He spent almost a year in Mexican jail, and the American government didn't do shit. I was like, damn, that's fucked up, man. Go get our homeboy. He just made a fucking mistake. He wasn't trying to traffic guns. He claimed them. He was just like, I ain't really, just let me go. Come back in. You know what I'm saying?
The wrong turn took a year of his life.
Yeah.
That he will never get back. After
giving, you know, probably a couple of years of his life to the American military and to the service. So that was not cool, man. Not cool at all. Well, we thank you guys for joining us today. We don't have an exit video today because we keep getting flagged, but, you know.
I'm going to flag YouTube videos. I'm going to subscribe to YouTube itself, you know, and I'm going to just flag every video. I'm going to just spend the next day flagging all these videos, and then they're going to have to spend the time unflagging them and writing me a brief description on why they shouldn't have to dispute them, just like they do us.
Thank you, Jimmy, for coming in and hosting with us.
Always, man.
If you guys didn't know, we set up this place to also be an art gallery. All the pieces that we show you every time we get on the air are for sale. My man here will make you something custom. I'll make you something custom. We both have 2 different styles. I actually have 3 different. I personally have 3 different styles of paint, so like between the 2 of us, we can make you something for your house, or you know, to memorialize a family member or family, you know, 100 different things, just like a tattoo.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But drop on in, check us out. We got a you know, good hallway down the back there, and both sides from the floor to the ceiling is filled with art. And if you guys have any questions about tattoos, it's about to be tax season. Be patient with us. We are about to be flooded. We might not even have a day off type of shit. So bear with us. We are doing the best that we can. If you have any questions, a lot of them can be answered by going to apextattoofactory.com. Go down, click some of the links in the caption. You know, subscribe to us on Instagram or whatever. And, you know, if you're catching this and we ain't live, go to apexarttalk@gmail and ask us questions. Tell us your New Year's resolution. We'll put it on blast and you know.
Stick to your New Year's resolution.
Not in a bad way. Not blast in a bad way, but I'm just saying
only if you don't stick
we want to hear your New Year's resolutions so we can read them off and let everybody know that you're not struggling all by yourself.
Exactly.
My New Year's resolution was to stay the same.
Stay the same?
Yeah. You know, just because, you know, with how does Spider-Man say it? With great power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be Spider-Man.
When he said it, I felt like I could be the next Spider-Man. I tried jumping off my bed one time. It didn't work, bro. Hit the ceiling fan.
Yeah, let's check our live real quick. Well, Chase was the only guy in.
Yeah,
I don't tend to believe that.
Yeah, people are still sleeping right now.
But yeah,
or they are working, telling their bosses, "Fuck you," you know.
Hit up Murky's Apparel, and as always, you know, fuck your boss. You know.
Yours truly.
Yep. Because we know some of y'all can't. Some of y'all do. Y'all badass. You know what I'm saying?
Shit on the news. Teachers sleeping with students all the time. Where the fuck was I at in school when teachers was on this type of little charade? They was. I'm just joking, man. We hope everybody out there enjoyed this show. Tune in Monday, 9:30, bright and early. If you don't want to wake up, wake up. We didn't want to wake up. We woke up, you know?
And save Banksy.
Save Banksy. Like, that's going to be my hashtag all day. Save Banksy.
Yeah. I'm going to do that shit. I'm going to start a trend, dude. Save Banksy.
I'm with it, bro. As soon as you started, I'm gonna, like, that's the trend for the day. We got to save Banksy.
Yep.
The OG. In the flat. Banksy is. Like, he started it all. Like, Banksy is a wonderful man.
Yeah, I mean, he brought the real true message. Before we were just trying to put our name out there. We just fucking do our name so crazy that only certain people could read it. Like, only if you were a graffiti artist. It just looked like a cool piece of art, but it said "fuck you" in it or something. You know, and he was the one that was going down places like, you know, he went, where did he go? He went down to the West Bank and you know, there's a huge wall there. And he just made it look like something blasted a hole, and it looked like Never Never Land on it. And the kids were, these like dirty little kids, was looking through like, huh? Is Disneyland on the other side of the wall?
Somebody got to carry on the Banksy legacy, man. If they take him, bro, we gonna El Chapo him. I'm gonna go break him out. I'm gonna go get him. Like, they can't keep Banksy. Where they gonna lock Banksy up at, man? It's probably gonna put him in like some Bob Ross cell, you know.
Yeah.
All types of blank
canvases. Well, as far as they're concerned, they only have one photo. And if that's even him,
I know it's probably not even him. Like, when people think Banksy,
your game gets tighter as time goes on. You don't start slipping. You know what I'm saying? They did that shit because somebody got too close, and
you gonna level up.
You know, I'm sure that what happened was that reporter or the investigator was putting heat on him. He's like, dude, he's finding all of my friends. Yeah. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but. I promise you, he's got a fucking team of people trying to keep him secret.
I know it's like
because when the secret's out, the money's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll never be gone. But you know, most artists, you have to die to have your shit be worth something.
That's
and right now, his shit's worth a lot, and he's alive. But you know, the whole stigmata of it is that nobody knows who he is. So yep.
I don't even want to find out. Like, we got to keep it a mystery.
Yep. Save Banksy. Hashtag Save Banksy. I'm gonna put that hashtag down at the bottom when we when it puts it back up.
We're not saving James. We saving Banksy. James could just be like the third Banksy. We need the actual Banksy to be saved, not James.
And definitely, if you guys have never went up on Banksy's website, I'm sure you can Google it. It doesn't have a .com. I think it has a .uk. But it's pretty cool, man. I mean, he has individual pieces of art, paintings that he sells. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, they all go for auction. Most of them go for millions. You know what I mean? He's well funded enough to buy hotels. He did that. He did that anti-Disney one where he opened up a whole theme park that was dedicated to making Disney look bad. If you ever watched Exit Through the Gift Shop, he went into Disney and put a guy like he was in Guantanamo Bay being waterboarded, kneeling down with a rag over his head in an orange jumpsuit, and put it in one of the rides. Like, he jumped into the ride and put it there and didn't get caught. Damn. His camera guy got caught, but he didn't get caught.
That's nice, man. I gotta watch this movie. You said Inside the Gift Shop?
Exit Through the Gift Shop.
Exit Through the Gift Shop.
And the movie itself wasn't. It was intended to kind of bring street art out into the light, but the guy that was filming, there was actually 2 movies made. The camera guy, who is now Mr. Brainwash, who is a scavenger as far as, you know, graffiti art, he followed around for quite a few years some of the most predominant street artists, Obey, you know what I'm saying, and all these guys that were the pioneers of taking it to the political level and just stuff like that. Well, anyways, he ended up stealing all their styles, and and making himself millions of dollars off of pieces of art. And instead of doing them himself, he hired a team and said, hey, this is what I want you to draw. So it's considered his artwork because he's the original thought idea. And yeah, he just overnight went from, he was good at filming,
Right.
but they started to realize, like, dude, you have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of tapes of us. Have you put any of it together? So they realized that all he did was carry around a camera, and that he was actually fucking retarded. And so Banksy got a hold of it, and Exit Through the Gift Shop is mostly to out Mr. Brainwash, because he ended up stealing the styles, and of course Banksy feels responsible because he didn't think the guy would pull it off. Okay. But when Banksy endorsed him and he was like, dude, you need to take your artwork, you need to, do an exhibit. Well, when Banksy, he was like, well, can I put your name? And he was like, yeah, I'll write you a little quote. When they put that Banksy quote on there, dude, he was like, oh shit, Banksy knows this dude. You know what I'm saying? We need to go check out his shit. Celebrities showed up and everything, and they created a monster is what they did. Yeah, so watch Exit Through the Gift Shop if you want to watch the retarded version that the guy that steals everybody's fucking art. It's called Life on Fast Forward. And if you ever got pissed off at a little kid for changing the channel and not sticking to something, it'll look like a little OCD kid that's just clicking through the channels as fast as you can. It's legitimately crap, and it was bad. It was bad.
I'm definitely gonna check that out tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch both of
Life
them.
on Fast Forward, motherfucker. Slow down. You know what I'm saying?
Slow down for real. You're just starting.
Patience. Nothing comes that fast, but. Yeah, we gonna tie it up, bro.
Already.
Yeah,
man.
we got lots of work to do today, and so do you. So hope we made you guys smile, a little bit. Maybe have a little hope for the future. Paint a picture,
do something artistic, shoot it to us.
Be a practical giver. Give your kids some art equipment or something like that. Building blocks, all that stuff helps their brain have an imagination.
Anything, bro. Creativity is contagious, and we will continue to pass it on to anybody we cross paths with.
Shout out to Murgy.
Always. You guys have a good one.
Yep. Enjoy your weekend. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Or
you just gonna add something to that?
I was like, yeah.
That's a pretty broad, open statement. All right, yeah. Have a great day.